Well. If you look really close, if you zoom in right here, what you can see is that we are so back in Bound by Evil. And in this part, we are gonna go into the Ashen Woods, which is one of my favorite areas in the whole game. It's so large as well, it's so expensive, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of optional dungeons. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, and I'm not gonna keep you waiting much longer because there's gonna be some Elden Ring music happening, so let's get to it. Ashen Woods, and we are in the Darkwood. So for the Ashen Woods, it's rather important to know that these red mushrooms explode into poison. So if you're not immune to poison at this point, which you absolutely should be somehow, then watch out. Otherwise, you can kind of freely step into these for fun. It won't really do anything. There's gonna be a new enemy, which is a unique for now. Yeah, definitely watch out for these guys, because right now it's unique, but later it will become a normal enemy. And it's the Corn Berserker, which is a Warhammer reference. And these guys basically charge a really long distance, slashing around them. And they will deal some heavy damage if you just stand by and watch. So make sure you deal with them quickly. Also, there's a lot of infested enemies again. Very fun. Also, night vision would really come in handy here, actually, because this is a dark level. Yeah, we've already passed the entire day and it's night now. Actually have some sense of passage of time in this game. Okay, here we got the golden necklace, it actually gives us night vision, but unfortunately not that many stats, though 8 health is nice. This is not a bad trinket. It's actually rather handy for this area in particular. Okay, so there's many ways you can tackle this. So first, we're gonna just activate the hideout. And I think I will not use it though. Not right now. I will just sell my stuff first. Sell the Yamato, which is 5k in the back. Sell my helmet. And the leggings. Alright, we made some cash. I'm also gonna take... Where is my gem? Did I sell it? Oh, I think I did. I'm gonna sell a bunch of those spoils. And will I have enough for a book? Oh, just about. Okay. And we can make a book. Book, Arcane Power, Pixie, Elemental. I think that's it. Alright. And I mean, probably let's get even more frenzy, right? We just need to scale at this point. Also, I'm gonna buy a couple of arrows. Alright. I'm completely poor. I got my book. But I don't think there's anything more I'd wanna buy anyway. At least not in this version of the game. There's a bunch of more stuff in page 2 and 3 of the shops in 1.1. But as for me right now, I don't think I really want the... Well, the siege ring is for Ballista Totem, don't really need that. Ballista Totem is cool though. It's rather hard to use as any totem skill, but it's kinda cool. Okay, but I won't steal anymore. So, the optimal route, I'd say, if you wanna clear everything, is go to this area here first. Because there's a little... Then it's really dark. I'm on plus 50%, damn, I cannot see anything, but it's like afternoon here, so that's probably why. But you can climb all of this right here, and get a bunch of chests up here, so... First we can get these barrels, which has some materials, gold. And this main chest right here has the blunderbuss, which is a very fun weapon. I think I might use it in Ballista's stead. Because even though you are a bit slower with it, it's the same as Ballista. It does have a considerably longer reload, which might screw up my combo, but it's a lot of damage, so we will see how it goes. I will test the damages, because I'm not sure if Blunderbuss scales with Frenzy. I don't think it does, so maybe the damage from Ballista will actually be better. So here we have a full set. Some solid boots. Unbreakable armors. They do give minus to speed though. Okay, 7 damage, 8 health. Yeah, that is better. Better protection as well. I don't really mind the minus to speed, I'm really fast anyway. Yeah, I think this is about optimal. In terms of movement speed, I can control this character and I can still be fast. So yeah, definitely make sure to loot all of this. There's a lot of chests, a lot of loot in there. There's also a chest buried here, with a little gapple. And then, if you want to clear everything, I'd suggest first going into the graveyard here. To spawn some mobs. You can test the blunderbuss here, I guess. Ooh. Damn, that felt good. Oh. And here's the spear bug again. You have to watch out for that. I mean, I can kinda use it to my advantage here now. But yeah, I can definitely see why is this happening. It's whenever we are disarmed. Because of the slaver. Yeah, now it's fine. Alright, he's the skull splitter. Ashen remains. Some more armors, which are not bad, but it's not necessarily better. No, not really. Long steel sword, which is another cool model, by the way. I like this one a lot. Here's gold. And here's a Templar secret. After you clear the graveyard, go up the hills. And to the right first, because this is the main way to go. This is the mansion, which we are gonna be wanting to clear later. We're gonna go here first, into the church. And the church is rather intricate. So first let's go inside. Clear all of this. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, the cooldown is really long. So I don't know, even though it's gonna be some nice single target, I think the ballista is just more efficient as well. Wait, let me test out the damage, how much the ballista does. If I can see it. It's minus 40. And the blunderbuss? That's also minus 40, okay, so it's the same damage. But ballista is faster, so... yeah, I should just opt into that. There's even more enemies. Okay, let's take the gapple. Lot of minions. Oh, Impaler. Then you really got the moves here, huh? Alright, finally. You did. So yeah, that was a rather intense fight. So here in the church, there is a couple of rooms we can check out. Here's a chest here, which has some really nice loot. Gonna take almost all of that. Don't worry about this now, we're gonna get there later. But here you can climb the stairs. And find out that there is nothing, because this is not version 1.1. In 1.1 there is an item there. And I think it's the same case for this. No, there is actually a chest. Here's the... what's it called? Then this UI scale. It's really messing me up. Malformed blade, which is only for the Templar. And it has a slam. Okay. A slow but very heavy weapon. I would play on GUI scale 2, but for YouTube purposes I think GUI scale 3 is better. It's the Ring of Perfect Prism. which empowers last spark that I'm not using. I'm not a witch, but know that it is there. And here we go through this door. Kill a few more monsters. This random ice guardian in there. And the martyr. Alright. Here's a pretty solid trinket. It's the blazing brazier or something like that. Which I yet again cannot read. God damn, there's a lot of bugged items in this area. The flaming brazier. Which is very solid. It gives a lot of health, damage, and it gives us volatile. And I think that's gonna be my first swap actually. Because this also grants me warrior. Or not warrior, this grants warlord. Yeah, but I think warrior is better. Yeah, because we're just gonna get permanent strength 3, which is better. So also the brazier will light up the area, which is gonna be useful for this particular part. Okay, that's it for this. And here we can make yet another choice. Oh, that's a lot of arrows, I'm taking that. We can either enter here, which is a whole optional dungeon on its own, or we can go back through this area, kill all of these. Slowly but surely. Alright. Oh, here is what I have in my hand. Huh. But yeah, trinket swap, that's crazy. And here is the smuggler's path, I think it's called. Yep, so let's clear that first, that's gonna be faster. Okay, this little dungeon is pretty fun, actually, in my opinion. I really like this one, because it's like a long, unending gauntlet, you will see. So let's do it. I will actually get the grapple for this. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. Doing favors is crazy. Alright. There's the berserker. But for that guy. But yeah, after he does his charge attack, he is tired for a bit, so make sure you use that exhaustion. Okay, music is over, but the fun isn't. Still a lot more monsters to go. I have to kill the casters there. Ouch. What the hell? Alright. Yeah, like this gauntlet cost me quite a bit of arrows. But it's gonna be worth it. I think that's it. But yeah, what a fun gauntlet. What a fun gauntlet. Vagabond chestplate, which actually has a typo. It gives you plus 0.1. Well, not 0.1, it gives you just 0.1. Which is a typo. It's supposed to be 0.1. So you are really fast if you equip this, but it's breakable, so you're not gonna be enjoying it forever, but you're gonna be enjoying it for a while if you're careful. So that's a bugged chestplate that you can take if you wanna be really speedy. I don't, because at that point it's rather uncontrollable. And it's hard to hit the shots. Okay, there's one more guy. Oh, there is also this guy. And I hear a stand. Where is he? There. What? All of that just phased through something. Okay, we got the refund of the arrows, that's good. Also, I can use the tier here, why not? I got it back. And I've got more gapples, I mean, sure. Why not? Let's stash all of these back. Wait, did I not stash the materials for the book? Huh, well. Also, I think I'm gonna give the blunderbuss there. And this royal guard should sell for a lot. It's a netherite chest piece. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, he's gonna be a very easy boss. And I think this entity was out. He does a lot of damage though, for sure. This boss I think was buffed though, it's not as squishy. Can make a few rotations of his attack. But yeah, that's really all he does. He just kinda stands there, walks slowly and spits a lot of stuff. But what is important is the drop he gives. I can officially stash all of these away. I don't care about them anymore. And here's a lot of stuff. So here's the Hands of Armageddon for Witch, which are very fun. Here's the Siege Ring, which doubles the ballista damage, which is insane, but at reload speed by 3 seconds. I will see how this goes. And also make sure you grab this sword. This isn't an actual weapon, but we are gonna need it later. It acts as a key. And there's also the mace, which is yet again bugged, but whatever. So yeah, once you get the Brilliant Brew, I mean, healing is not much of an issue anymore, because this thing right here, it's insane. So it's different based on your class. So if I apply it to Ranger myself, I will also get Swiftness 3 for a while. But what's important is it instantly recovers a massive amount of HP, and you will also get Regeneration 5. So yep, this potion is crazy. So everything we've done there is definitely worth it in my opinion. I love this potion. Plus the ring is not bad either. But yeah, the reload speed is gonna hurt. But we will see. I mean, double damage, that's a lot. It should be doing about 80 damage now then. Okay, these boots are not bad, though it's -2 speed. And what's funny is that that's not even all. Like, the rewards in the dungeon are insane. Because here, you can also get the quiver. Which, yeah, we will lose all of this. Which, sure, that's a big loss. However, I think for Ranger, especially if you play solo and you need a lot of inventory space, and you don't have such good management as I do right now, this is really good. Like, this is, for me, one of the key items for any Ranger. There is better quivers later on than this one, but even this one gives you some solid stats, like you get HP, you get a bit of armor, some speed, it's unbreakable. But what's important is that it gives you the Hunter's Quiver effect, which is unique to the Ranger. And it's basically a 50% chance that anytime I fire any of these arrow skills, the arrow will not get consumed. And I think that's a very solid effect. Also, we are very fast right now. Like, super fast. That's gonna be difficult. But it's gonna be good for the next dungeon that we will need to clear. We go back. As you can see, we like double backed into the church back. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, I need to slow down. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself like my character. But yeah, if you go over here, you can enter the Dark Woods. Which we will have an NPC, an actual NPC who looks a bit suspicious, but it's an actual NPC that gives us some conversations. And basically this is a little challenge area, a little challenge optional dungeon with a timer. So all you have to do for this is explore the whole area in under a certain time limit. You will see the time limit as a little sanity bar on the top. It's not too difficult, I'd say, but you can definitely get lost, so make sure you don't. Alright, so he gives us a bit of an exposition on what to do. Just to make sure the players are ready, because you never know. Alright, so in case you're kind of prone to getting lost, I've also added these marker petals you can use. You can use them on dirt in this little area, and you can mark your way around them with them. And you've also got a night vision chest piece, not chest piece, helmet. So I did give you some equip for this, but yeah, once you enter this, the timer starts. And it's up there as the little sanity bar. It will slowly drain, so we have to make sure we explore everything. Yeah, these guys are kind of tanky. Alright. It's like a stronger version of the spirits we saw before in the Undercity. The approaching calamities. They are also a bit stronger. Okay, there's all of them. So I think we'll just start exploring instead of killing all of the calamities. So I kind of suggest going from right to left, like that. So we started over here, and I kind of suggest going right first. So let's clear these. Because there's not as much going on the right side as on the left side. Alright. And I do a lot of melee damage. I think I saw like 59. It's a lot. So here in this little lake is a chest. You can loot for a scare mask, which is a bit funny. You can... I don't think... Well, I don't know if I will get all of the chests in this area because it's a bit scattered about. But I will get all of the key ones. So here's just a bunch of trees. Another spirit, which we can just one-shot. Okay, here's a little card area. With the whole Watchman set. Which is definitely solid. But I don't need it right now. I hear another spirit. He's guarding a chest with a book of skill and arcane powers, sure. And here we can also test the Brilliant Brew. Woo. See, that's a very, very solid heal right there. I'm gonna get... What am I gonna get? Well, I should just get Frenzy, honestly. Just scale it, see where we can get by the end of this. Ah, I can't even get in. Just how fast I am. Protective Ward. Very, very solid. Night Vision, I'm gonna take that actually. It's very useful in this particular dungeon. So yeah, once you get into this little house, that's kind of the corner of the area, so we can go back. Here's some barrels, arrows, another quiver by the way, so it's another way to get a quiver. I think it's pretty much identical, yeah. Gold. Here's a little grave with a rose bush, so that's kind of a landmark. And we are back at the beginning. So now we can go to the left side, go through all of these. The cobwebs. I can... No, I can't ballista resist. There's a little nest here, which is a bit gross. But here's a chest, which is empty. And a Templar secret. Another chest, which has a mask. More barrels. Some gold. Here's the Jade Charge Javelin, which this is what the Mystic Lens has a bug with. So this is basically a worse Mystic Lens, but it has a dash. Instead of throwing, you dash. So if I equip this, I think it should work in this version normally. Yeah. It doesn't. I thought so, because there was this weird bug with the charge javelin, but if you get it, it kind of swaps itself with the mystic lens because they are kind of the same item, but DJ charge javelin was discontinued. And I think in 1.1 it's not even there anymore. I'm not sure though. It's not 100%. Maybe it is there and it's still bugged the same way. I don't really remember if I fixed it or not. But yeah. It doesn't have the dash anymore. You throw it and you swap it for a second mystic lens. So this way you can get 2 mystic lenses if you wanted to. Okay, so we have to go through here. There's another chest here which has the tracker's boots, which are very, very solid. Those are really fast, but I don't really need speed. There's gonna be a bunch of huts in this area. There's another ring, which gives us enchanted for the witch. And I have a ton of arrows, like a ton. I will refresh my night vision. Okay, it's a dead end. There's gonna be more buildings here. Oh, it's not exactly a dead end. There is a little path there. There's gonna be a bunch of Templar items that I think are also bugged. Oh, the tooltip is, yeah. This is the Centurion shield, but yet again I would have to lower the GUI scale to see it. I don't know why this particular, like, act of the map has so many bugged items. It's weird. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. We kinda need this. There's a torch, massive halberd, some potions. And there's the Mjolnir, which is also a fun Templar weapon. Here's a barrel. And I think that's kinda it. So now you can approach the main challenge of this area, which is right in the back over here. We're kinda running low on sanity, but killing the boss should refresh it. Or give us some bonus one at least. This is the Temple of Moonlight. And we're gonna get a pretty crazy sword here. Alright, let's get all of these. Oh yeah, this little boss basically uses the Blade Flurry. Wait, let's see the ballista, how much it deals. Yeah, it literally deals 80 damage, that's crazy. It's gonna be really good for the single target. What the hell? Well, I do need to hit my stuff first though. Oh, did I? Oh, there it is. Oh. And we've unlocked the tomb. Oh yeah, 45 seconds of sanity. Okay, we've recovered just enough to get back. So here we can get the Moonlight Greatsword, which I will actually descale the GUI for. So yet again, we get... Oh, even with the descaled GUI, we cannot see it? What? Okay, it's just broken, I guess. But this sword, basically what it does is it acts like a normal sword. It's heavy, deals a lot of melee damage, but if you right click, you can slash and create this little wisp here. You can see it right here. And this wisp will actually stick to nearby monsters and drain them rather quickly. But I think I'm gonna sell it because I will still stick to the lens. I mean, what the hell. And now we can just go straight back. It's pretty much a straight beeline from the final dungeon. Just get through all of these disgusting cobwebs and we are back. Alright, and you can return to it, but you will have to pay the next time you return, so if you want like a refresh of the timer or something, you will have to pay up. And I'm getting really stacked over here. I will need to visit the shop. Let's get back to woods. There's a bunny hopping over there. And let's sell some stuff. So we will sell the Moonlight Greatsword, unfortunately. Or wait, maybe I can keep it and put it into my hideout, actually, why not? That would be fun. Yeah, I can sell all these. I think everything is unbreakable now. Yep. I don't need the replacements anymore. And these are like diamond and netherite bases, that's worth something. 800, and this should be worth quite a bit. That's another right. Yep. 1500. We also have a gem. I'll sell that. And I think that's about it. I have so many rocks because of the blunderbuss, it's insane. Okay, let's go to the hideout. And we can stash the Moonlight Greatsword into this guy, I guess, why not? And we can give this other guy the blunderbuss. Where is it? Oh, there. Alright, that's badass. Okay. I can use some of the masks, why not? Let's use like half of them and keep the other half for the later votes. I think I got one left. I have this one. And it's the Hermes bow, okay, so that's for the ranger. Though I am not a big fan of this bow in particular. Though, it's, what was broken about this one is that it used to fire faster than the stun ended. So you could just, like, endlessly stun monsters. And by the way, by stun, in Bound by Evil, that basically means levitation. Like, if something is levitating for like a second or two, that's called a stun. So you could just infinitely levitate monsters because it fires faster. But now I made it so the monster that was stunned is immune to stuns for a while, so that's not a thing anymore. But yeah, I think I have so many masks that I can just open the rest of these. We have the pitchfork, sure. And there is one last one left. Okay, bread and arrows. Yep, that's all of them. That's all the boxes opened, and we will have to get out of the mansion before we get to spend the rest, so let's put these back. Let's get back into the hideout and back into the Ashen Woods. So how many monsters did we kill? We are over 2000 now. We are making some crazy progress. And yep, that's the end of the Ashen Woods part. In the next part we are gonna enter the Thorns family mansion, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening there. So see you there.